City Royals would, in the past few seasons, appear to be a break in the Rangers' schedule. But the Royals have begun the season as one of the surprises in baseball, jumping out to a 12-7 record and trailing only Cleveland in the Central Division. Tonight, those Royals roll into Arlington to begin a weekend series with the American League champions. It's Friday. Your Rangers welcome the Kansas City Royals to the ballpark. It must be 21. It is a warm and windy night here at Rangers Ballpark in Arlington as we get ready for a three-game series between your Texas Rangers and the Kansas City Royals, an Easter weekend series as the Rangers and Royals get ready to do battle in what is tied for the longest homestand of the season for your Texas Rangers. Hi there, welcome to Rangers Ballpark in Arlington. Welcome to Texas Rangers Baseball. John Radigan with Tom Grieve here, and we have Derek Holland on the mound again tonight. And even though he lost his last start against New York, each time he's been out, it's been really fun to watch Derek this year.
It has, John, this year. You know, in the past, we've seen glimpses. We've seen a couple of brilliant games, but we've also seen immaturity. This year, it's a different Derek Holland. He's much more mature, and you've seen it in all of his starts, particularly, I think, in the last one at Yankee Stadium. He gave up a two-run home run in the first inning to Mark Teixeira. He gave one up late in the eighth inning to Robinson Cano. But in between, on a tough day at Yankee Stadium against a really good team, he earned his stripes that day. He pitched really well.
Well, he did indeed, and we're hoping for the same tonight as he will take the mound against a team from Kansas City that we'll talk a lot about over the course of the next few hours. A team that surprised many, and a team that has a couple of former Rangers on it. Matt Trainer and Jeff Francoeur get their American League championship rings just before the game. Now they're ready to do battle with the Rangers, because it's time to play ball, y'all. Rangers and Royals coming your way next. Texas Rangers Baseball on TXA 21 is brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. By AT&T. By TXU Energy. To find a plan that's right for you, call TXU Energy. The right things right now. And by Southwest Airlines' new Rapid Rewards. Unlimited reward seats and no blackout dates. And it's almost time for baseball here as you see the combatants in their Ranger red standing in the dugout and ready to take the field against the Kansas City Royals. Rangers with an off day yesterday and a chance to regroup a little bit after losing the past couple of series in a row. They lost to Detroit series-wise, and then to the Yankees, and then to the Angels here. So Ron Washington said yesterday was the kind of day where everybody can just kick back, relax, and recharge themselves a little bit. That's exactly what Wash says he did. His wife had several of her sisters in town. They cooked up lots of good food, and Wash says he was able to keep his feet up on the table and relax all day. Hopefully all the Rangers are recharged as they get ready to take the field with still the second best record in all of baseball at home. Their 7-2 record has them tied with Cleveland in the American League. And here's the Royals lineup as it is penciled in tonight with Chris Getz leading things off, followed by Melky Cabrera, an offseason acquisition. Alex Gordon, their young and up-and-coming star. Billy Butler, former Ranger Jeff Francoeur. Betemeet is playing third tonight. Keela will be the first baseman. And then you see Pena is the catcher instead of Matt Trainer tonight, and Escobar rounds out the batting order, and he will be the shortstop tonight against Derek Holland, who is out on the mound. And here's the scouting report on Derek.
Derek's off to a solid start this year. We talked about him in the open. His last start against the Yankees, he pitched into the eighth inning. We're going to look at Derek in the scouting report by situation. With nobody on base, opponents hit 286. With runners on, he gets a little bit tougher, 229. When they're in scoring position, he's really been tough, 118. Runners in scoring position with 2 outs, 0 for 8. So what that shows early in the season is Derek has really been able to take care of business at the most important times in the game with men in scoring position.
That is responding to the pressure that a game will put on you, and that is allowing yourself to do what the game asks you to do. Here's the outfield today for Ron Washington team. Cruz, Murphy, and Moreland out there in the outfield. Beltre and Elvis on the right side, on the left side, and Ian and Michael on the right. Jorvit is behind the plate tonight. Derek Holland on the mound. Second start of the season for David Murphy out there in center field. And Derek Holland starts Chris Getz off with a strike. We're underway in Arlington. The Rangers and the Royals. And there's strike two. The Royals, one of the surprise teams in all of baseball this year, just split a home series with the Cleveland Indians, who are the other surprise team in all of baseball. Those two are the top in the Central Division right now. And this one is grounded towards Ian. Over to Michael, and it's quite to him on time. And Getz is on first base.
Good pitch by Derek. Got ahead with two fastballs, threw a slider. Getz hit it right off the end of the bat. Throw from Ian is there. Michael just missed it. Looked like he threw a little bit of a sinker to him, but the ball was right around knee level, and that error goes to Michael.
So an E3 to start things off and put Getz at first. Melky Cabrera now with a hard foul down the right side. Quite a find for the Royals in the offseason in Cabrera. They've got some young up-and-coming outfielders, and they wanted to, as Derek throws over to Michael, they wanted to patch things up till those guys are completely ready with a couple of veterans. They hoped to get either Cabrera or Francoeur, and they were able to get both. It has worked out very well for the Royals so far.
The Royals lead the league in stolen bases, and they're very good when they do steal. 87% of the time they've been successful. They led baseball in stolen bases in spring training as well, so this is just an extension of spring training. And Getz is one of the better base stealers. He hasn't had as many attempts as a lot of guys, but he hardly ever gets thrown out. 45 out of 51 in his career.
And there you see their ranking in addition to stolen bases. Their average has them first in the league. On base percentage and runs and doubles all have them second in the league. So they have picked up where they left off in spring training in many of those categories. Throughout much of the spring, they were the leading team as far as average goes. As Tom said, they were also the team stealing everything they could during the spring.
Well, when you have your advance meeting before a series begins, you get all the information from the advanced scouts. You also watch a lot of video, so Derek's throwing over there because he's well aware of their game plan. Get on and run the bases. Should have been running there.
Yep, to Elvis for one, and over to Michael. It's a double play, and keeping Getz at first base pays dividends for Derek Holland.
Also allows Michael to take a deep breath and feel better. That error has been completely erased, no problem. And Derek's got 2 outs and only 6 pitches.
Almost that many throws to first base, but it worked. And here comes Alex Gordon. Ball to him to start things off. Big swing and a miss as Gordon tries to extend a 15-game hitting streak. He's off to a great start so far this year with a .394. Right back off the glove of Derek. Elvis is there and can't quite hold on to it. And it's the second error of the inning for the Rangers.
Well, you'd love to see Derek get out of the inning with 12 or 13 pitches. No damage done after the team makes 2 errors.
Actually, the ball does not quite hit Derek's glove.
I think he just got jammed on it. That's why it went the way it did. Took that tricky little hop, kind of sliced off the handle.
Here's one last look at it.
Yeah, he got jammed and just sliced it. That's why it took that tricky little hop and almost died. Just didn't hit it very hard.
Leaves Gordon at first. Billy Butler takes a strike. Butler was 1 for 3 last night. They did play, finished that 4-game series with the Indians last night.
It turned out to be a great series. There were a lot of close games, well-played games. Two teams early in the season that weren't expected to be battling it out for first place.
Royals won it in a walk-off last night off the bat of Melky Cabrera. It was his second walk-off of the year already. The 2-1 to Butler. In there for a strike.
Butler's been a good hitter from the day he got to the big leagues. He's #1 draft choice, big, strong kid, but he's a contact hitter. He doesn't strike out that much. He walks a lot. He's always going to be an on-base percentage guy, and he gets a lot of doubles. I think as he gets older, those doubles, a lot of those doubles will turn into home runs. Still a relatively young major leaguer, even though he's got a lot of experience. He's not known as a home run hitter, but I think home runs will come because he's got a lot of power.
And here's the 2-2 pitch, high and away. Run things full at 3-2. There you see the walk leaders so far in the American League. Billy Butler high on that list as well. A discerning eye at the plate. Behind only Bobby Abreu, who we just saw. Runner goes, and that is a strike 3. So Butler is down on strikes, and Derek Holland has a 15-pitch inning. 2 errors don't hurt him at all. And here come the Ranger bats. No scores. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Rangers and the Royals, and here's Ron Washington's lineup on this Friday night with Ian and Elvis Michael at first, as you saw in the first inning. Adrian Beltre starting for the 19th time in the cleanup spot. Nelly. Mike Napoli as the DH because of his success typically against lefties. David Murphy in center, followed by Yorvik, and Mitch Moreland out in right field tonight against Jeff Francis. And here's the scouting report on Jeff.
He's had 4 solid starts, 4 quality starts, only 3 walks in 27 innings.
Grounded to third. Safe at first base is Ian Kinsley.
Bettamy made this a close play after he bobbled it. Gets a tricky hop, thought he had it, came right back to him, makes a strong, accurate throw, but Ian beat it out.
Ian just beats it out, and they rule that an error on Bettamy.
Spent the last 6 seasons with Colorado. He's a #1 draft choice, highly touted young pitcher, but he's had some problems with his left shoulder. He missed the entire 2009 season. Signed him as a free agent, and so far so good through 4 starts, 27 innings, only 3 walks. Hasn't won yet, even though the Royals are the highest scoring offensive team. They haven't supported his efforts very well, and his efforts have been pretty good, but he hasn't won yet with an ERA of 3 in his 4 starts.
He appears to be one of those low risk, high reward type signings. A guy who's had some tremendous success in his past, but coming off the shoulder surgeries. takes a strike there as he shows bunt. Really strong breeze blowing in from right, the prevailing direction in which this wind blows. From the south, and strong tonight. Great crowd filtering in here at the ballpark. Inside to Elvis. Makes it 2-1. They're excited about the possibility of fireworks tonight, our first Fireworks Friday. And they're excited about a team that has a 7-2 home record. Ian's on the run. Safe at second. And they get Elvis at first.
Oh, Michael! Well, would have been a routine double play had not Ian been running on that play. As it is, the Rangers have a man in scoring position.
Escobar still thought about going to second with that. Wisely chose not to, and they end up getting one. Here comes Michael Young.
Royals had the second baseman covering as he was running. Had Elvis gone the other way with it, he would have rolled it into right field.
Diving back is Ian at second base. Michael's got an 11-game hitting streak going. He's hitting .409 during the streak. And he takes a strike. Michael's also third in the American League with a .500 average with runners in scoring position. So he's chomping at the bit with Ian out there at second base. Inside from Francis. Makes it 1-1. Adrian Beltre waiting on deck. Michael and Adrian, two of the three that have started every game so far for the Rangers. Fouled into the seats. The other is Nelson Cruz. And we take a look at the active hitting streaks in the American League right now, and you see several of the participants in this one. Look at the Royals with 3 active streaks of 11 or more, and Michael and Robinson Cano on that list of 5 as well, with Gordon, Betemit, and Francoeur. Outside to make it 2-2. It's the first time that the Royals have had 3 guys with 10+ streaks going at the same time since 2001. And that one is fouled out of play.
Talked about Francis missing all of 2009 with shoulder surgery. Last year he got off to a good start. His first 6 starts went very well. Then his last 13 starts and 1 relief appearance didn't go so well, and he missed over a month with more pain in his shoulder. Probably why he was a free agent in the offseason, and the Royals took a shot at him. Although all pitchers are different, I think if you had to make a blanket statement, it seems to be true that pitchers have a better chance of coming back with having had elbow injuries than they do having had shoulder injuries. You hear of a lot of pitchers coming back from Tommy John surgery, which is surgery, ligament surgery near your elbow, and sometimes come back even better. But shoulders are a little more problematic.
This one is lifted into right field, and diving for a base hit from Michael Young. Ian Kinsler rounds third. He's headed for home. Michael Young has a 12-game hitting streak, and the Rangers have a 1-0 lead.
had a hit like that the other night. Just kind of reaching out for a pitch away and poking it down the right field line. Pretty good pitch, really. Not quite a strike, but the kind of pitch you need to protect the plate with 2 strikes. Gets just enough wood on it to hit it far enough, but not enough to hit it far enough so that the right fielder could catch it. The Rangers pick up an unearned run. They took advantage of their leadoff error.
Michael wins the battle of a 7-pitch at bat, slicing that one down the right field line. And here comes Adrian. Outside for a ball to the Rangers cleanup man. 2 homers and 7 runs batted in his last 4 games. And the 1-1. Grounded foul down the third base line. And this is your classic knee drop. That's when Adrian puts everything he has into it, and the follow through, he winds up on his knee.
Yeah, he's not hitting the ball while he's on a knee. He's following through like that.
And he hits this one high in the air to shallow left field. Going back to make the play as Escobar. And there are 2 away. Here comes Nelly Cruz. Mentioned he's the 3rd guy who has started every game for the Rangers this year. His 19th start. The way he's been going at the plate. Ron Washington was asked today if Nelly needed a day off, and Ron said nope, Nelly needs to hit his way out of this.
Yeah, the way I always looked at that, if you're a good hitter, you go through some slumps, but sooner or later you're going to come out of it. And the day that you get off might have been the day that you went 4 for 4 and drove in 6 runs. So you don't want to miss that. It's like the stock market. You might have 6 or 7 days where the market is down. So you take your money out of the market, and that day it goes up by 5% and you miss the boat. So if you're a power hitter like Nelly, your timing can come and go. But you want him in the, as long as he's healthy and feeling good, you want him in the game every day.
And this one is hit hard to center field and down for a base hit. That was on a 2-0 pitch. Lined into center. And this may be the beginning of a hot streak for Nelly Cruz.
Kind of fought off a little cutter, which wasn't a bad pitch, really. He got in on his hands a little bit. If a weaker hitter hit that ball, it would have looked more like a blooper, but Nelly is strong enough to where he still made that ball look like a line drive, even though he didn't hit it on the good part of the bat.
And now it's Mike Napoli. Ron Washington with lots more flexibility now that he's got Taylor Teagarden in there as a 3rd catcher. He's much more comfortable using Knapp as a designated hitter in this scenario. And since Mike is so good against left-handed pitching, he is in there as the designated hitter today. There you see Taylor just called up. Taylor's always been a pretty good receiver and a good defensive catcher. Hasn't hit well. Boy, he was tearing the cover off the ball in AAA. Hitting .389 when they called him up. And the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed.
He took a little bit off that pitch. His fastballs have been 84-ish, sometimes 86, not throwing as hard as he used to throw. That pitch was 81 miles an hour.
Oh, outside part of the plate. So says Hunter Wendelstedt. Yeah.
It was outside, all right.
Looked like it was outside from up here.
It looked like it was outside the mic, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a strike three, so you're still alive up there.
2-2, in fact. And swinging, he goes down on strikes. Side retired, but the Rangers get a run. And after one, Texas leads Kansas City 1-0.
No matter how hard you work, repairs will always be needed, costing you time and money. Then there's Toyota, the longest-lasting vehicles and most fuel-efficient full-line automotive manufacturer. And every truck we make comes with Toyota Care. Toyota quality and value get the job done, saving you money every day. Buy today and save even more with 1,000 bonus cash on Tundra. Add 4,000 cash for a total 5,000 back. Toyota, #1 for a reason.
That's right, big guy. The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back. With 2 pure American beef patties, piled high with grilled onions, bacon, and cheddar cheese, topped with a creamy steak sauce. An order like that might just get you the highest form of recognition one man can give another.
What a burger!
Just like you like it.
Hi, I'm Keith Garvin. Join me weeknights for TXA 21 News.
1-0 Rangers as we welcome Julie Dobbs to the program.
Yes,
Julie.
thank you, Johnny. I am up here in the TXA 21 and Texas Rangers Foundation Community Corner. And tonight, the Texas Rangers had a special pregame presentation to honor the legacy of Jackie Robinson. The presentation included a foundation scholar. The Jackie Robinson Foundation is a national organization founded in 1973 to perpetuate the memory of this civil rights icon. The foundation's goal is to close the higher education gap among minority populations. Uniquely, JRF provides generous 4-year scholarships as well as a comprehensive set of tools to disadvantaged students of color to ensure success and to develop their leadership potential. It is through this combination of financial aid and support services that results in a 97% graduation rate and continues the work of this great American hero. Johnny, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Julie, thank you very much. It was a week ago tonight that all of Major League Baseball honored Jackie Robinson with the wearing of his number 42. Great tribute to a great man. Jeff Francoeur in there now to lead things off here in the second inning. Swing and a miss, and Derek Holland got Francoeur on strikes.
Exact same pitch twice in a row. Fastball a little bit up, outside part of the plate, and he was able to throw those by Jeff Francoeur.
And just a little bit more on the Jackie Robinson essay contest now. The winner, 2011 Breaking Barriers Essay Contest, was to Maggie Zanis of Westchester Township, Ohio. But the contest recognizes students for their efforts to overcome personal barriers. The kind of things that Jackie exemplified, breaking barriers in sports and in life, and using baseball-themed activities. The program is designed to provide children grades 4 through 8 with strategies to deal with those barriers, those challenges in their lives. So just another part of the legacy of Jackie Robinson. And the second place winner was, of course, from Dallas, Michael Johnson. So congratulations to him and to all the winners, and to the Robinson family, a family that just keeps on giving back to this community.
Oh, he's got a good slider right in on the fist. 2 good ones in a row.
Popped up to Ian as it was off the handle, and Betemit is out.
Yeah, people will say, well, why is Derek better this year than he was last year? There were times where you saw the same things in Derek last year that you see this year. It's just this year, look at the look on his face. He's much more mature, has more concentration and focus. He works a little bit quicker. He's not afraid to throw his fastball for a strike, and he's had better command of his slider and his changeup. He can throw him when he's behind in the count. He's been able to stop rallies by making big pitches with men on base rather than fuel the fire and watch a small inning turn into a big inning, which happened a lot last year. Just a different guy emotionally as much as anything. And you see more of his good stuff more often. It's not hit or miss. He's had good stuff every start. I liked his best start that he lost better than his other 2 starts because it was in Yankee Stadium, and he went right at those Yankee hitters. There's another good fastball, jammed big left-hand hitter. Good start for Derek.
And a 1-2-3 inning for the Rangers. Ihua goes down 4-3, and the Rangers lead it 1-0, headed to the bottom of the second.
Cowboys, Mavs, Stars, and Rangers. No matter what the season, there's always sports action in North Texas. And no one covers it like TXA 21.
The Fan with Gina Miller. Weeknights at 8:30.
It's on TXA 21.
Plenty of places say they're only a click away. Well, at NTXHonda.com, you don't just click around, you click and go. Get instant access to all 12 North Texas Honda dealers' inventory. More than 10,000 new and certified Hondas. Click and go to official price quotes, special offers, dealer locations, payment calculator, even book your appointment. It's the most efficient way to find your efficient new Honda. Now that you know, click and go. NTXHonda.com.
Now at Sonic, new premium beef hot dogs. Try the chili cheese coney, the All-American, the New York, or the Chicago. Or if you're from Akron, which is between New York and Chicago, you'll probably try the New York dog. No, wait, Chicago dog. No, sorry, the New York dog. Because you'll be all, I do love sauerkraut. But then you'll be all, I don't know, a pickle on a hot dog? Awesome. And finally, you'll just get both. Because in a battle of condiments, it's kinda inappropriate for you to take sides.
Just $1.99 each. Hot dogs, made with 100% pure beef. Now at Sonic.
Long before a Cummins diesel engine powered a Ram truck, it roared to life out here and proved itself here and here. And it's now delivering best-in-class towing here and unsurpassed torque here. The Ram 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty covers you everywhere. Ram.
Trade in and get $3,500 in total values or 0% APR for 60 months on select Ram heavy-duty diesel models.
Derek Holland has thrown almost the same number of pitches through 2 innings as Jeff Francis threw in the first. Francis with 25 in his first inning of work. Derek's at 27 through 2, 15 in the first, 12 in the second for Derek, and now it's Francis against David Murphy. And that's ball 1. 9th straight start in the outfield for David. And when we talked to Wash today about deciding which left-handers to keep in the lineup, he said that Francis's MO is what you saw right there. He tries to run the ball away from left-handers, and he felt like Murph, you see the curveball there running away, he felt like Murph and Mitch Moreland have a better chance of staying with that pitch than Julio Bourbon did. That one's grounded to short. Escobar has it. So he decided to get Julio off his feet today.
Back in the mid-70s, Frank Tanana was one of the best young pitchers in baseball, best pitchers, period. He threw 95 miles an hour, had a great curveball, and then he hurt his arm and had to reinvent himself. And we saw him here in Texas for a number of years, and he didn't throw very hard, probably 82 to 86 miles an hour, had a big curveball. And even though your fastball is not 95, pitcher still depends on changes of speed. So Francis's fastball is 84 to 86, but he also throws a curveball and a changeup that can get down in the mid-70s. So you've still got that 10-mile-an-hour differential, and it's all about keeping the hitter off balance, whether you're doing it with hard pitches or softer pitches. Francis depends on the changes of speeds with all his pitches, and then the command and keeping the ball away from the middle of the plate. He never was a real hard thrower with Colorado when he was won 17 games, or even when he was a #1 draft choice. Threw harder than this, but he's always depended on his command of the strike zone and changing speeds with all his pitches. He's much more of a finesse pitcher than, for instance, Derek Holland, who's more of a power pitcher.
Yorvit grounds this one to short. And Escobar makes that play as well. There are 2 away, and looks like Torrealba maybe twisted something there in the run to first base. He's walking it off. He's a catcher. He's tough. Oh yeah, it was when he hit the bag, it looks like.
I wonder if he stepped on Kayahue's foot, because he kind of looked back at Kayahue, and Kayahue kind of nodded to him.
Here's Mitch Moreland. Take a look back at Yorvit's ankle here. Oh, it just happened on, maybe caught a little bit of Kayahue's foot, but
didn't look
mostly the
like
bag.
It. Yeah, didn't look like it.
Mostly the bag got him there. Jamie Reed over to take a quick look at it. And nobody seems too worried about it. Two balls and a strike now to Mitch Moreland. Mitch has hit safely in 11 of his last 13 games. And he hits that one hard, but foul. Just a good-looking crowd here tonight.
Just about a full house now.
Almost a full house.
They got 46,000 people here tonight.
Yeah. Great looking Friday night for baseball.
I think they had maybe 36 or 7,000 seats sold, so it's a great walk-up. Yeah, perfect night for a game.
Yeah.
Kansas City so far this season is not a last place team. They're a contender right now. People love the way the Rangers have opened up the season, so perfect night to come out and watch fireworks. Hopefully there'll be fireworks after the game, and Rangers will provide some during the game.
Yeah, sometimes the wind throws a monkey wrench into those fireworks, so.
Yeah, it's pretty windy. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. The wind can't necessarily hurt the Rangers' opportunity at fireworks. In fact, sometimes it helps. Mitch grounds this one to Kayahue. And the side's retired. 1, 2, 3, go the Rangers. Francis is off the mound. And here comes Derek Holland.
When folks come to Texas from someplace else, they find welcoming people who like to do the right thing. They also discover how boots fit and that their kids look good in bluebonnets. And some visitors find out you need to start that swing early and guess right, or you're taking a short walk. Hey, we welcome everybody. You don't have to be from Texas to be for Texas.
Monday is Adrian Beltre T-shirt night.
Texas Rangers baseball on TXA 21 is brought to you by Toyota. Visit buyatoyota.com today. Toyota, moving forward. And by Budweiser. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds. 8 and 9 hitters on the way for the Royals here. It's Brian Pena and Alcides Escobar. Derek Holland faced just one more than the minimum at this point. And he starts off Pena with a strike. Pena sharing the catching duties with former Ranger Matt Trainer as they all await the return of Jason Kendall, who had shoulder surgery last September. And there's another strike. Matt's fit in well over there, as he did here.
Yeah, if there's a team that Matt wouldn't fit in on, that's a team you don't want to play on.
That's right.
They got a lot of bad guys.
Yeah.
I can't imagine a setting that Matt wouldn't fit into, baseball or otherwise.
No, he is one of the truly great guys. And having fun. He and Francoeur both have said they are having great fun with this young group of guys that is overachieving basically to this point. They're 12 and 7, as excited as we are about the Rangers at 11 and 7. Nobody expected much from Kansas City, and they're 12 and 7. With that great minor league system that the Royals have, there's plenty of high expectations for the future. There just weren't many for this season. And now Pena steps away. And he's back in there for the payoff pitch from Derek Holland. Inside for a ball and a walk to the leadoff man. First walk of the game by Derek.
Derek's had a 3-2 count on Butler and struck him out with a slider. 3-2 count on Pena and just missed with a slider, a little bit inside. But it just shows that Derek is not locked into his fastball in a fastball count. And that's one of the reasons he's pitched well this year. His ability to throw his slider and his changeup anytime in the count.
A little outside to the 9th place hitter Escobar for a ball.
And this is a time where Torrealba says he likes to go to the mound with either Harrison or Holland. You walk a batter. It looked like he rushed a little bit on that last pitch. Didn't take his time. Body got out in front of his arm. Pitch was out of the strike zone. A veteran catcher will go out and say, okay, take a deep breath. Get back to your basics. Slow things down. Saves the pitching coach from having to go out and say that. It's like having another coach on the field.
Big swing and a miss from Escobar, and that's one of the things they've loved about Jorvik Torrealba as a catcher back there. Done a great job calling the game. And the 1-1. Bunted at and right back toward Derek. He goes to first, and he got him.
That was close play.
Close play as Escobar got down there quickly. And Escobar basically does his job, moves the runner to second. Michael Young sporting the 2-day growth again over there at first base. Saw that look during spring training. Have not seen it since. In spring training, Michael said it was because someone challenged him and said he couldn't grow a good beard. That proven. Maybe he's just trying to prove it again. No, apparently nobody's challenged Derek. Not sure Derek could live up to that challenge with a big beard. Still got that baby face. Outside for another ball to the leadoff man Getz. Runner at second base, Pena. And the 2-0. Shot out there into left field for a base hit. Pena is stopped at third. Nelly's in left field today, and he comes up with it quickly.
We got Cabrera to hit into a double play in the first inning. Perfect time for it right here. First and third and only one out. Nelly's not playing very deep in left field. Gets really not known for power. He's more of a line drive hitter. He gets jammed and just slices this into left field. No way they can try to score the catcher on that play.
Big stop sign from Eddie Rodriguez, third base coach. And here is Cabrera. And he grounds it to second. Back to short for one. Over to first. Not in time. The run scores.
Double play. They ruled that the guy at second was out of the baseline trying to break up the double play. The second base umpire, Brian Knight, called the play. Double play. End of inning.
And Yost coming out to argue the point. Getz argues it too. Before we take you to break, let's take one more look at it. Oh, he's way out of the
Great call. Great call. He can't. The rule is basically you have to be able to touch the base with your hand, and he was at least 2 feet away. Good call by the second base umpire.
And the double play that Tom asked for is delivered, and it's 1-0 Rangers.
Toughness, talent, and tenacity. That's what makes a champion. That's what the Mavs are teaching the Trailblazers. Mavs Blazers. Game 4, Saturday at 3:30. It's on the home of the Mavs, TXA 21.
Top of the order for the Rangers, and the first pitch to Ian Kinsler. At the bottom of the third inning. In there for a strike. Ian scored a run in the first after reaching on the error by the third baseman. And he hits this one toward left field, and it is in there for a base hit. Skips off the edge of the grass, and now it is tracked down out there by Alex Gordon. Ian's in at second with a double.
Well, most of the Ranger hitters have never seen Francis, and those that have haven't seen him very much. So they've all seen one time through the lineup the assortment of off-speed pitches. There's a big curveball that stays in the good part of the hitting zone, and Ian ripped it down the left field line.
There you see that hop it took off the edge of the outfield grass. But Ian was headed for second base anyway. Here's Elvis.
Elvis's job right now is move Ian over to third base.
Drops a great bunt down the third base line and just gets beaten by it.
Nice play by Betemit. That was about as nice a bunt as you can lay down. Now Betemit anticipated that he was going to bunt. He was playing in. Even though he was playing in, it still took a great play to get Elvis at first base. The plush grass slows the bunt down, and it almost stopped by the time you see Betemit creeping in. So he anticipated the bunt, and that's why he was able to make the play. Still a very nice play.
It was. The ball almost rolled to a stop in that great grass. Still, Elvis does his job. He gets Ian over to third base, and here comes Michael Young. Michael now over 500 after the first inning single with runners in scoring position. And the first pitch is outside for a ball. During this 11, now 12 game hitting streak, Michael has seen his average rise from 241 to the current 342. And the 1-1 pitch is fouled away.
John, David and Jane Caceres are a military family, and they have proudly supported their Rangers at each of their duty stations around the world, they write. They also were the ones that sent up those delicious Texas pecan bars that you've sampled already.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, David and Jane, not just for the sweets, but also for your service.
Yeah, more importantly for the service, but absolutely for those pecan bars. I asked Allie here in the booth, I said, what are those? She said, it's like a pecan pie in cake form.
Yep.
I said, I'm all over it.
Good description.
Yeah, I'm all over it. And it was worth every bite and every calorie, I'm sure. I don't even want to ask about that. 2-2 to Michael. In the air to center field. Going back on it now is Cabrera. And he can't get it. It's off the wall. Ian comes in to score. Michael's rounding second and headed for third as it bounces all the way back into the middle of center field. And Michael is in with a triple.
That ball definitely fooled Cabrera. If you're not used to playing center field in our ballpark, that can happen on nights like this. That ball really carried. That carried much farther than Cabrera thought it was going to carry. And as it was, he drifted after it. Couldn't quite get back to get the play. It was going to be a sacrifice fly at least. And now it turns into a triple. You just kind of trade places with Ian, get a run in, and now Beltre hits in the same situation that Michael hit in.
And that is a runner at third with one out. But it's 2-0 Rangers. And the first pitch to Beltre is inside for a ball. Adrian popped out to the shortstop his first time up. And he hits this one hard toward right center field. This one is off the wall. Here comes the run to score. Michael is in, and Adrian stops at second base with an RBI double.
Well, it really looks like second time through the lineup, the Rangers have changed their approach just a little bit. Maybe they were a little over anxious at the slower offerings from Francis in the first couple of innings. This inning, they're waiting on the off-speed pitches and going the other way. Beltre and Young, right center and center. Ian waited on a curveball, hit a double down the left field line. 3 out of 4 hitters sandwiched around Elvis's sacrifice bunt and really ripped the ball for extra base hits. 2 doubles and a triple.
Francis has thrown 10 pitches in the inning. 3 of them have gone for hits. And it's 3-0 Rangers. He only gets a piece of that one. It's 0-1. He had a single in the first inning. And that is strike 2 called. They get no balls and 2 strikes to Nelly Cruz. Watch that. It looks to him like Nelly's not seeing the ball very well right now, although he did hit that single back in the first inning. And this one is fouled away.
Got a couple more samplings of some sweets over there, John.
Yes.
This one is really sweet. Coy John is having a birthday at the ballpark today. 8 years old. Sent up the last half of the birthday cake.
Wow.
For us over there.
Look at that.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Beautiful. Looks
that's truly the giving spirit. Sharing the birthday cake. That's a way to hang in there, Nelly.
Yeah, got a piece of that one.
You got a very nice offering from Shirley Coast, our cookie lady.
The cookie lady.
I asked you what kind of cookie you want. What happened?
She made it. I said, oh, there's the cake. Look at that with Allie displaying the cake. And obviously it was...
Allie's our taste tester.
It was a baseball field at one point. I can't tell if that's second base or home plate there, but that was one corner of the diamond. And that is the way to celebrate a birthday, with a baseball field birthday cake at Rangers Ballpark in Arlington. Yeah, but Shirley, the cookie lady, came up with the butter brickles for me. She calls these brickle cookies, y'all. After the let's play ball, it's time to play ball, y'all, start to the games that I've begun with. So they are delicious. She had some brickle, just butter brickle cookies, others with butter brickles, chocolate chips, and almonds. And they're all good. And they're all gone. Nelly hits it hard. Oh, right to Cabrera.
That ball might have been the hardest hit ball of the inning. And unfortunately, it goes for an out right at Cabrera in center field. That's a good at bat for Nelly. He battled up there, got behind in the count, fouled off a couple of pitches, got a pitch to his liking, and just ripped it. Just didn't get it up in the air enough and didn't pull it enough.
But it does look like he's seeing the ball better.
Texas Rangers Women's Club is also here tonight. I want to thank them very much for all that they do for the ball club. They're up in the Casey Stengel suite tonight as a reward for some of the women who have reached the highest level in the club last season.
I'll bet you that club, like so many things regarding the Rangers, is getting more and more popular and more and more populated.
Yeah, I bet their membership is up a little bit.
I bet it is too, and it should be.
And last message of the third inning, Sue Huffman of Irving isn't feeling well. We've heard you're a big fan of the Rangers, and we want you to feel better soon. So good wishes from the Rangers, Sue.
Absolutely. Hope you're well enough to watch the game. One in which the Rangers have built a 3-0 lead and seem to be figuring Jeff Francis out.
Yeah, they've hit the ball hard this inning. All four batters who have swung have hit ropes. Elvis didn't because he sacrificed bunted.
And almost got on base with that. And the 1-0 swing at by Napoli. Tip. Make it 1-1. Home runs in 2 of his 5 games that he's played here at Rangers Ballpark in Arlington. And he hits this one in the air toward right field. Going back is Francoeur, and he won't get it. Make it home runs in 3 of his 6 games here. A Lone Star long ball by Mike Napoli. And the Rangers have broken this thing open.
Definitely a good night to get the ball up in the air to right field. And Mike's a strong guy, but I think he would be the first to say that he didn't necessarily get all of that one. But he hit it to the right part of the ballpark. It just got up in the air and out it went. And obviously, the stronger you are, the better chance you've got of doing that.
And Mike is strong. And he is good against left-handed pitchers. And now Murph takes a strike. See, this one just clears the wall. It actually gets in that space between the grandstand and the wall, where the alley where the pitchers go toward their bullpen down there. And so Mike Napoli's got 4 homers on the year. David grounds this one foul. Down the first base line. And stays at a ball and 2 strikes. That one's outside. Francis had a 1-2-3 second inning, but he faced 6 in the first. He's now facing his 7th man here in the 3rd inning.
He's pitched 27 innings in 4 starts. So he's been out there for a good number of innings. But he's made enough good pitches to where he's probably averaged under 100 pitches for those 4 starts. That won't be the case today. He's going to throw his 66th pitch here in the 3rd inning right now.
And it is errant to make it 3-2. Torrealba's on deck. The payoff pitch to David Murphy. And he is out on strikes. But it was a big inning, and it all started with Ian Kinsler. His double, then the triple, then another double, and then Mike Napoli with the 2-run bomb, and the Rangers lead it 5-0.
Hi, I'm Tracy Cornett. Join me for TXA 21 News weeknights.
5-0 Rangers, and it's time for our AT&T trivia question. And tonight we ask you to name the only 4 catchers in Major League history with 600+ combined caught stealing and pickoffs. 600+ caught stealing and pickoffs. 4 in Major League history. The answer comes your way in the next half inning. As Derek Holland stands in now against the 3rd place hitter Gordon, who shows bunt. And now hits it toward 3rd. Elvis up with it and can't quite get it there in time.
That's another ball, a little bit like another ball hit to shortstop that Gordon hit. Had a lot of spin on it. Look, it's just spun away from. That ball just took a left turn away from Beltre. Beltre went to field that ball, and watch the spin on it. That ball just spun right away from him. And by the time Elvis got it, he just didn't have time to make the play on Gordon. That's a weird looking hit. Beltre, I thought he was getting ready to field the ball. So did he. But the spin on it caused that ball to move in a really strange direction.
And Gordon now has a 16-game hitting streak after the infield single. And take a look at our Ford leaderboard on this night. We'll show you the Major League batting average leaders. You see that Gordon and Butler are both up there at 354 and 353. They're back-to-back hitters in Ned Yost's lineup at 3 and 4. And Butler fouls that one off to make it 2-1 against Derek Holland. Now it's 3 balls and 1 strike for the cleanup man, Butler.
Well, this is a spot all season long where Derek has been behind in the count, fastball count, and hasn't thrown a fastball. Well, let's see what he does to Butler right here. He threw him a fastball. He hit it right off the end of the bat.
Yep. 93 miles an hour on that one. And the count is full, 3 and 2. See what Torrealba calls this time. And the payoff pitch from Derek Holland. It's low for a ball. Second walk of the night for Derek.
I think the other thing that you learn as a pitcher, you have to remember, sure, it's Butler up there. He's a dangerous hitter, but you got a 5-0 lead. And so even though there are times where you might pitch very carefully to Butler, you're never going to just go up there and give him something to hit for the sake of giving it to him. But still, with a 5-0 lead, that's not a spot where you want to walk him.
Here's Francoeur. He's, as we showed you earlier, himself in the midst of an 11-game hitting streak. There's a strike to him. Asked Ron about his conversations with Francoeur today. He said, oh, it's the same old Frenchie. Just having a great time over there. One of those guys that brings life and joy to whichever clubhouse he's in, including the Rangers last year during that stretch run after he was acquired from the Mets. And he hits this one toward center field. It is down for a base hit, and it's headed to the wall. Off the wall, and David Murphy plays it in. 1 run comes home. And Jeff Francoeur now has a 12-game hitting streak.
He struck him out on fastballs the first time up, kind of up and away. That one was a little bit more down. Francoeur got a good piece of this ball. Kind of down and right down the middle of the plate, as a matter of fact.
So an RBI double for the Royals right fielder. 12-game hitting streak for him. And now the conference at the mound between Mike Maddux, Derek Holland, and Yorvit Torrealba is over.
And the inning started on that weird spinning ground ball by Gordon. Looked like an easy out, turned into an infield hit.
There you see the two men that share the leadership and runs batted in. This one's grounded in the hole and into right field. Another run is home. Francoeur is held at third. And a good throw from Moreland home anyway. So a single by Betemit. And the Royals are on the comeback trail. It's 5-2.
It's just a little ground ball that just eludes Michael Young at first base. 2 little grounders, a walk, and 1 double have the Royals right back in this game now with nobody out.
Kaihue coming up now. Skies it foul. Betemit actually extended his hitting streak with that single. Makes it 13 in a row for him. So all the streaks are alive, including Michael Young's and the 3 Royals. And that is a strike on appeal. Jerry Meals said so.
Good call. I didn't think he went watching it from up here.
So it's 0-2 to Kaihue. And he swings and misses at that one. And he's the first out of the inning.
A big spot for a strikeout right there. Man on third, nobody out. Now it's first and third, one out. Get Pena to hit a ground ball and save a run. Keep it a 5-2 ball game.
Pena walked the last time up. It's Francoeur down there at third base. Blocked by Torrealba again. Keeps it in front of him. Keeps the runners where they are. Pena's last game was Tuesday when he was 0 for 4. And the 1-0. In the air to right field. Going back is Moreland, and it is gone. A home run by the 8th place hitter, Brian Pena, a 3-run shot. We are all even.
That was almost a carbon copy of the home run that Mike Napoli hit. You get it up in the jet stream, and it's going to carry today. That ball wasn't hit exceptionally hard, but it snuck out of the ballpark.
And now it's the 9th place man, Escobar. That is almost a carbon copy, you're right, of the opposite field shot hit by Napoli.
Yeah, the way the ball's carrying tonight, it just emphasizes how important it is to throw a sinker and keep the ball down. Try to make the hitters hit ground balls. If you get it up, something bad can happen tonight.
There's a strike to Escobar. And that one is fouled out of play to make it 2-2. Escobar scored the winning run in that walk-off victory for the Royals last night. And he takes a strike call. That's a punch out of Escobar. The 4th strikeout of the game for Derek. And it brings up the top of the order. And the 8th hitter of the inning, Chris Getz. Ask the Kansas City broadcasters about this team, and they'll say it's a scrappy bunch, and you're starting to see a little bit of that here. They've scraped together 5 here. Tied things up with the Rangers at 5-5. And the foul makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Getz has reached both times, but he's been erased on a double play each time. A controversial one to end the 3rd inning. And 1 back in the 1st. Fouls another 1 off. And he stays alive. 67 pitches now by Derek, 68 by Derek Holland. And that evens things up at 2-2. Another foul by Getz. Derek pitching on extended rest for the Really like he has every time this season. 5 days because of the off day. And this one's chopped towards second. Ian up with it. Quickly over to Michael Young. And the side is retired. But they send 8 to the plate and they get a 5 spot on the board. It is 5-5 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Hey, let's answer that AT&T trivia question. The only 4 catchers in Major League history with 600 plus combined throwouts, pickoffs. Gary Carter, Bob Boone, Jim Sundberg, and Pudge Rodriguez. And there's a strike to the Rangers catcher, Jorvi Torrealba. There you see the guys. Carter in that snappy Expos hat. Jim Sundberg, who also grounded to Beltre. Or grounded rather over there to Vetemite. And we check in with Julie Dobbs.
Yes, thanks, John. Well, it looks to be another great weekend out here at the ballpark. Now, if you're coming out here tomorrow night, make sure and get here early. There will be a pregame ceremony to honor Adrian Beltre. He'll be receiving the Silver Slugger Award. And then come on back on Monday. Check this out. Every single Rangers fan will get this Adrian Beltre t-shirt. So you don't want to miss that. There aren't very many of those t-shirts out here since he is the newest Ranger, so you don't want to miss out on this chance. John?
All right, Julie, thanks very much. Sounds like a good deal. Not just for the kids, the adults get those t-shirts as well. Strike to Mitch Moreland. And another strike from Francis.
An assortment of off-speed pitches, curveball, slider.
And this one is hit towards second base. Up with it is Getz, and he gets Moreland. That'll bring up Ian Kinsler.
They really have to wait on Francis. Torrealba and Moreland both been out in front of those slow offerings.
Ian did that very well his last time up with that double that got things started in a big 4-run third inning. Ian's been on base twice and been driven home twice by Michael Young. Reached in the first inning on the error by Vetemite. And the 1-1. This is hit in the air. Right center field. Going back and can't get it. It's in the Rangers bullpen. Ian Kinsler with a home run. And the Rangers retake the lead.
That's what you want to do. Get it up to right field today. That ball had a chance to be in the gap anyway, but Ian drove it all the way 415 feet out to right center field. Doing a good job of waiting on Francis's off-speed pitches. Middle of the plate, a little bit on the outside part of the plate. And it continues to be a high-scoring affair.
Elvis now with a solid single out there into center field. Into the bullpen and then into the stands for Ian Kinsler. And Bob McClure comes out. Royals pitching coach to check with his man Francis. Little 2-out rally working for the Rangers. And we remind you that the Texas Rangers concert series on the North Lawn gets underway tomorrow. Join us after the Rangers host the Royals for a performance by KC and the Sunshine Band. Great seats are still available at TexasRangers.com or by calling 972-RANGERS. KC and the Sunshine Band immediately following what the Rangers hope will be a victory over the KC Royals. The guy's doing a mini concert of his own with a Ring of Fire. Blake Wood up and warming in the pen for the Kansas City Royals. And now here's Michael Young. He's 2 for 2 on the night with a single and a triple and a couple of RBIs. Francis chases Elvis back to first. You see Wood. There you hear him. First pitch to Michael is low for a ball. His hit streak's at 12 games. And he's hit safely in 7 straight against the Royals. And this one is almost where his first hit was, down in right field. Elvis headed toward third. He'll stay there. Michael's on, and he's 3 for 3.
Well, 2-out rally. Torrealba, Moreland, both soft ground ball outs to start the 4th inning. Since then, a home run, a couple of singles. Now you got Beltre up. Beltre doubled his last time up. The way the ball's flying, you get some men on base, you can put quick runs on the board. Saw that from Kansas City last inning. One thing Francis hasn't done tonight is walk anybody. Coming into the game, he'd only walked 3 in 27 innings, and this is definitely a night you don't want to walk anybody.
No walks and a couple of strikeouts so far for Francis, and he's inside to Beltre. With 3 hits, Michaels matched the Rangers' season high for hits in a game. We'll have a couple more chances likely to make it 4 in a game. And skied foul and out of play. Beltre's a .333 hitter against Kansas City. With 8 homers and 38 RBIs now in 47 games against the Royals in his career. And he hits this one high in the air. The shallow right center field. Back to make the play is Getz. And Francis gets out of the inning, but Ian Kinsler gets the Rangers the lead with a home run into the bullpen. It's 6-5 Texas.
That's right, big guy. The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back. With 2 pure American beef patties, piled high with grilled onions, bacon, and cheddar cheese, topped with a creamy steak sauce. An order like that might just get you the highest form of recognition one man can give another.
What a burger!
Just like you like it.
No matter how hard you work, repairs will always be needed, costing you time and money. Then there's Toyota, the longest-lasting vehicles and most fuel-efficient full-line automotive manufacturer. And every truck we make comes with Toyota Care. Toyota quality and value get the job done, saving you money every day. Buy today and save even more when you lease Tacoma for $299 a month. Toyota, #1 for a reason.
Let's see you fly now.
Look, more frequent flyer red tape.
Not on my watch.
Let that family fly.
I just wanted to use miles to take my family on vacation, but...
Let me guess, restrictions through the roof.
That's right.
Not anymore. Rapid Rewards has your back.
Join Rapid Rewards and enjoy unlimited reward seats, no blackout dates, and no red tape.
Texas Rangers baseball on TXA 21 is brought to you by Sports City Toyota. Come see us at sportscitytoyota.com and by Whataburger, just like you like it. After a 30-pitch fourth inning, Derek Holland back out there with a total of 71, and Ian Kinsler with a satisfied look on his face, having broken a 5-5 tie with a home run in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Not many curveballs from Derek today. There's one for strike one. Mostly fastballs, sliders, and changeups. Not a bad time to break that pitch out. Give Royals something else to look at. I don't think Cabrera won't do this time. That's hit into a double play. He's done that twice tonight. Once with first and third and one out.
Now he's behind 0-2. Strike three.
That's better. Derek started the 5-run inning by giving up a base hit to Gordon, but he made a good pitch and got a little dinky ground ball. Turned out to be an infield hit. Comes right back out, gets the leadoff hitter with his 5th strikeout today.
It'll bring up Gordon. He extended that hitting streak to 16 games with the infield hit in the 4th inning. And he takes a strike from Derek, who's pounding the zone. Grounded past a diving Michael Young. And it's another single by Alex Gordon. And now it's Billy Butler, the DH. Just past Michael. And there's a strike one to Butler. You talked about the Royals and their urgency, their propensity to steal this year. Butler had a steal in the Wednesday game against the Indians. It was just the 2nd of his career. Everybody's running. There's another strike.
Derek's got a good move to first base, and he varies his delivery to the plate. There's no way you can run on that last pitch. Took a quick step toward home plate. And I think the Royals have a little bit tougher time while Derek's out there. They have to be aware of his pickoff move, and so far tonight he's done a good job not allowing them to time his move to the plate.
And that one inside stops a string of 10 straight strikes from Derek. And makes it 1-2 to the cleanup man Butler. Quick toss over to first. Gordon is back safely. And the pitch is fouled away. Do it again at 1-2. 6-5 Rangers now here in the top of the 5th inning. 1 out and 1 on. And that one is swung on and missed, and Butler is down on strikes.
Second time he struck Butler out with that slider. Good hard pitch down and in. Track will show you how far it ended up inside, but didn't look that way to Butler. He's made Butler look bad twice on that pitch, and That's a lifetime 300 hitter. A guy that's not a strikeout threat at the plate, really.
Francoeur with a foul of the first pitch to make it 0-1. Frenchie had an RBI double last time up and scored a run. Runner goes inside to Francoeur. Throw down to second. Got him.
Great throw. Great tag.
2-4 on the putout. And the side is retired. Yorvit Torrealba with a great throw after the inside pitch and a nice tag by Ian Kinsler to get him. And it's 6-5 Rangers headed to the bottom of the fifth.
2 on, 1 out. Gotta hold the lead. Big lefty at the plate. He's a .290 hitter. Likes the high hit. Has trouble with the slider. Got it.
Rough Riders, Corpus Christi, Saturday at 7. It's on TXA 21.
Next batter.
Texas Rangers baseball on TXA 21 is brought to you by Toyota. Visit buyatoyota.com today. Toyota, moving forward. First pitch to Nelly Cruz is in there for a strike as we start the bottom of the fifth inning. And the foul will make it 0-2. John Radigan and Tom Grieve with Julie Dobbs here at Rangers Ballpark in Arlington. Friday night baseball on TXA 21. Rangers and the Royals in the first of three. First of 3 games and the first of 3 series this year. Those 3 series will all be played within the next 6 weeks. And then the 2 teams will be done with one another unless they meet in the playoffs. And after 2 quick strikes, there are 2 quick balls to even things up. And now it's full to Nelly Cruz.
The Royals had their bullpen going last inning after 3 hits. And probably if he walks Nelly right here, they'll continue that.
That one sliced foul and out of play.
They'd only let Francis go over 100 pitches once, and that was just a little bit over 100 pitches.
And Blake Wood is back up. Yep. And that is a walk. A 5-pitch walk, 6-pitch walk to Nelly.
Here comes Ned Yost. And, you know, after the last 2 innings, 6 hits in the last 2 innings and 5 runs, I would think the leadoff walk would be about it for Francis, and it looks like it is.
88 pitches on the night for him. And he started that at bat with Nelly Cruz with 2 quick strikes, but then ended up walking him. We talk about the new man. Play the rest of the 5th inning when we come back on TXA 21. Hey, Dr. Pepper brings you a great deal for most April and May Rangers home games. Upper level tickets for only $10 or Lexus Club Terrace tickets for only $15. Bring any Dr. Pepper or Diet Dr. Pepper can to Rangers Ballpark or enter Dr. Pepper as the coupon code at TexasRangers.com. And here's the line on Jeff Francis, 88 pitches. He allowed 6 runs, 9 hits. 5 of those runs were earned. He walked 1 and just struck out 2. The walk was the very last batter he faced, and now here's Blake Wood.
First bad outing for Francis all season long. He'd had 4 nice starts before this. Blake Wood is actually one of the veterans of the Kansas City bullpen. I would venture a guess that there have been very few bullpens with less experience than Kansas City's. They have 5 rookies. 4 of them have never been in the big leagues before. Jeffress has been in the big leagues for 33 days. Blake Wood was in the big leagues for 4.5 months last year. And the only guy with more than a year's service is Joakim Soria, their closer and fine closer, who's been in the big leagues for 4 years. So 5 rookies, 4 of them have never been in the big leagues prior to this season. That is a young bullpen. That's why they've got the chaperone with the Ranger hat on out there looking over him. and Matt Trainer's out there as well.
Nelly is running towards second, sliding out at second base.
I'm not sure when the tag came. Let's see if we can tell from this angle.
Ooh.
I'd say he's safe.
Yeah, looked like he was safe.
Nelly thought he was safe and looked like he got it. Tough call for the umpire. You can't see exactly when the tag comes. The dust is flying. You have to look at it from different angles. So one of those close plays that could have gone either way.
And now it's Mike Napoli. 2-1 pitch in the dirt to make it 3 balls and a strike. David Murphy's on deck. And now Mike Napoli's going to first. Second straight walk in the inning.
All the Ranger offenses come from the top 6 guys in the lineup. Bottom 3 are 0 for 6.
David Murphy stands in to try and change all that. Grounded to the shortstop in the second and struck out back in the 3rd inning. But now he's facing the righty Wood. David has hit safely in 9 of his 10 starts against the Royals in his career, and he's a .294 hitter against. And he hits this one high in right field. Goodbye. Home run for David Murphy. A 2-run shot. And the Rangers increase their lead. It's 8-5.
Well, you said David Murphy's going to step up and change it. Looks like he did. No doubt about that. That went over the Ranger bullpen.
Listen to the reception down there. As the 2 Warriors come back.
That's not going to get you out too many times. That's the danger zone right there.
And that one was high and deep. And a no-doubt shot for David Murphy. Big wave and a miss from Torrealba. David rehydrates and gets ready to go back into center field. Right field has been the thing tonight, though. Ball is flying out that way in the jet stream.
Yeah, that one might not have gone over the Ranger bullpen, but that one would have gone into the Ranger bullpen with no wind.
Wind has not subsided here as the night has moved along. In fact, it might be blowing even a little harder now. And helping the Rangers tonight, who have retaken an 8-5 lead. This one's going towards right field. Francoeur can't catch up with it. He drops it in the corner. Torrealba's on second base. And the rally continues for the Rangers.
And the only out this inning of 4 batters was the caught stealing. Another pretty good pitch to hit, and another good job of hitting it. So the bottom 3 had been 0 for 2 apiece. David's homered, Jorvik has doubled, and now Mitch has a chance to change that 0 for 2. Francoeur has a great arm out in right field. One of those guys that's known for cutting down base runners. In fact, I saw a stat in their media guide. Since 2005, he leads the major leagues in outfield assists.
Now the conference at the mound with Wood and Bob McClure.
Bob McClure is going to have a lot of conferences and a lot of opportunities to teach at the major league level this year with his bullpen, with 5 rookies in the bullpen.
Yeah, they just called up Lewis Coleman, made his major league debut yesterday.
Dayton Moore came over as general manager to the Royals 5 years ago, and it's taken 5 years to get to this point. And I don't think most people had them as a contender at the beginning of the year, and they may or may not be throughout the year. They've gotten off to a great start, but I think by the makeup of their bullpen, you can tell that they didn't expect this to be a year where they have a chance to win, not with that many rookies, but they're building for a couple of years from now. Combine the young players they've got right now at the big league level with the farm system they've got, and bright things are ahead. Dayton Moore and his staff has done a nice job to get to this point.
This one's straight up. Pena thinks he has a beat on it, but can't quite get it. It's out of play.
Yeah, he wouldn't have caught that even if there was no wall there. They've got a couple of high #1 draft choices right here now, Gordon and Butler, to build around for the future. They like Escobar, the shortstop they got from Milwaukee in the Zach Greinke trade.
Yeah.
Chris Getz is doing a nice job as a leadoff hitter. So they've got a good thing going here. And it just goes to show you, even with really bright people doing a great job, you can't turn an organization around overnight. It's taken them 5 years just to get to this point, let alone a couple more years that it might take to really get over the hump and be a strong contender.
There's a strike to Mitch.
The thing in their favor, looking at the American League Central, there really doesn't appear to be a dominant team. Most people thought the White Sox would be a strong contender, Minnesota and even Detroit, but none of those 3 teams has shown that yet.
Torrealba's double is the 3rd of the night. The Rangers have at least 2 doubles now in 7 straight games. That streak is tied for the 2nd longest in Major League Baseball. And 3 doubles in a game matches the high this season for Texas. It is a doubles hitting team, though. And now the count is full to Mitch Moreland. Ian Kinsler waits on deck with Jorvik Torrealba down there at second base. And the payoff pitch. Grounded foul. Over near the Rangers dugout. The majority of the hits are of the extra base variety, including 3 home runs on the night so far. And that's a walk. And now it'll be time for another call to the pen. Ned Yost wants Nathan Adcock. And Blake Wood is done for the night. We will take a break, come back, play the rest of the 5th inning right after this. Here are the Texans Khan Academy runs for kids. First inning, Michael Young, RBI to drive Ian Kinsler home. And then it was Young and Kinsler teaming up again for the second run of the game. Adrian Beltre with an RBI double to bring Young home after the triple. And then Mike Napoli's home run that brought Beltre in. Solo blast by Ian Kinsler in the 4th inning with 2 out. And then David Murphy with a bomb in the 5th inning. And the Rangers lead this thing 8-5 right off the car, not the kid. And there's David Murphy discussing the fun of hitting that home run up into the jet stream tonight. And Nathan Adcock comes in.
Only been in a couple of games, hasn't been scored on yet. 4 1/3 innings. You're really asking a lot for your bullpen to hold up over a long period of time with 5 rookies in it. You can't hide all of them in comfortable spots. Some of them have to be, one of them's got to be a setup guy, 7th and 8th inning guys to get the ball to Soria. And I think it puts a little bit of pressure on your starting pitchers to pitch deeper in a ball game. Their starters have done a good job. They've got a nice offensive team right now. And who knows, maybe the young guys rise to the occasion. We haven't seen them, so it's tough to say the kind of talent they have. But they wouldn't be in the big leagues without talent.
So Adcock with the 1-1 pitch now to Ian Kinsler. And he chops it toward third. Play is made over there by Betamik, and the side is retired. But the Rangers get a couple of more and pad their lead 8-5 to Texas as David Murphy hit the biggest bomb of the game so far.
When folks come to Texas from someplace else, they find hard-working, friendly people. They also discover how many jalapenos are too many and when to cheer at a rodeo. And some visitors find out you better bury that junk down in the zone or Josh might hit it 500 feet. Hey, we welcome everybody. You don't have to be from Texas to be for Texas.
KC and the Sunshine Band play postgame Saturday.
8-5 Rangers with the lead here as we head to the 6th inning, and we head to Julie Dobbs.
Thank you, John. I'm here with Rob Matwick, who is the EVP of Operations out here at the ballpark. We figured since it is Earth Day, what a good chance to ask him about recycling out here for fans out at the ballpark.
Absolutely. Well, best thing fans can do here at the ballpark to help us out in terms of recyclables is to take advantage of the large silver bottles you see stationed around the concourse, which Coca-Cola and Ozark have provided for us. You can put your plastics or aluminums in there. But if you don't have a chance to do that, at the end of after every game, we have a crew of about 20 or 25 people that come through the stands and pick those recyclables out, whether it's paper, aluminum, plastic, and we also do a lot of cardboard here, as you might imagine, with all the boxes we go through over the course of a game.
Well, that's good to know. And you were also telling me earlier that in the off season, when all the renovations were being made, y'all did a lot of recycling, especially when it came to all the TVs that you had to get rid of.
Yeah, that was really a first for us. You know, we took out 700 of the old CRT TVs, and we were able to donate about 300 of those to people that could put them to use. But the remaining 400, we were able to actually recycle, and sort of the e-waste out of those is about 18,000 pounds of recyclable material. We aim for about, of all the waste that we produce at this building every year, we try to recycle between 15 and 25% of it. So 15's been about our average. We're trying to get up to 25 this year, and we think we're well on our way.
Awesome. Well, the Rangers are staying green out here at the ballpark. Thank you, Rob. John, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Julie, thank you. And Rob, thank you very much. Good effort by the Rangers to keep it green, and a good effort by Derek Holland against Jeff Francoeur there to get him on strikes.
They struck out Francoeur twice now. And he struck out 2, 4, 6. 4 out of the last 6 batters have struck out. Well, after that big 5-run inning, Derek's come right out and done exactly what you want to do. Shut him down. You got the lead again. Coming out throwing strikes.
Yeah, here's Betemit. He's behind 0-1. Make it 0-2. The pitch totals for Derek by inning: 15 in the first, 12 in the second, 14 in the third. He had that 30 pitch 4th inning, and then back to 12 in the 5th inning. And he's off to a good start here.
We talked about Dayton Moore, who came over as the general manager in 2006. He came from the Braves, and so he knows Betemit. Betemit was one of the best young prospects in all of baseball when he came up with the Braves.
Strike 3 called.
And then he's bounced around from some teams, but he's kind of finding a new home here late in his 20s with the Royals. Francoeur, another guy that he knew well from the Braves, #1 draft choice, having a big year for him. Derek's dealing right now. 3 straight strikeouts. Last 4 outs have been strikeouts. 8 on the game.
And there's another strike.
Throwing harder right now than he was at the beginning, and throwing more strikes right now than he was. You look at the innings around the 4th inning, and it really makes the 4th inning stand out. How did that happen?
Yeah, that's the aberration.
And it, you know, there was a couple of cheap little ground balls in that inning. 1 ball hit hard by Francoeur, and then the wind-blown home run by Pena accounted for 3 runs.
There's a strike. Yeah, and it all started that inning with that crazy little hit to right to Beltre that dove left of him.
Good slider. He got Kayahue to strike out on the slider last time up.
Grounds this one foul on the first base line. And Derek's at 95 pitches. Last time out against the Yankees, he matched a career high with 118 pitches. Let's see, you get a sense of what his limitations might be. That one's a little low for a ball. Evens it up at 2-2. And this one is fair and off the glove into right field. Kayahue is in at second base.
Not an easy chance by any means. This ball takes a hop right down the line. Michael gets a glove on it. Can't hang on to it. It's going to go as a double.
Wicked hop there.
And Pena hit the home run the last time up on a pitch up and away. Derek tries to bust him in, keep the ball down on him. Yep.
And that's what he's doing. Nice night for Pena. Walking a home run. And that one is slammed foul. On a line up into the seats. Another runner in scoring position for the Royals here. Escobar waits on deck. And the 1-1 to Pena. Grounded toward first. Michael will take it himself. And the side's retired. No harm, no foul for Derek Holland. And it's still 8-5 Rangers. Hey, it's time for the Sonic Slam inning. It's brought to you by Sonic. Tonight's jackpot worth $1,600 in dinner for two at a Sonic Drive-In. And tonight the Rangers are heading for Beverly Ferris of Oak Point, Texas. If a Ranger hits a grand slam during the inning, Beverly Ferris of Oak Point, Texas will win $25,000. You can register at any North Texas Sonic restaurant. Here comes Elvis. With the Rangers leading 8-5 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Texas builds the lead on the power of 3 home runs off a Royals pitching staff that had not allowed a home run in 10 games, 95 innings between home runs. And now the Rangers explode for 3 of them. On a windy night here at the ballpark. Mike Napoli has one. Ian Kinsler has one, and so does David Murphy. All of them to right field. And a 2-0 from Adcock to Elvis.
Adcock was a Rule 5 draft pick, just like Mason Tobin for the Rangers. He was picked from the Pittsburgh AAA roster. He has to stay in the big leagues this year. It's like when he keeps the ball down, he gets pretty good sinking action on it. Got Ian to chop the ball into that double play. Walks have hurt, though. That's the 4th walk in the last 7 hitters. Not just him.
And now it's Michael Young. Michael's had a great night. Single, triple, single. And the throw from Adcock over. Chases Elvis back. And this one is grounded to short. 1 and 2. Another double play.
Yeah, that sinker, when he keeps it down, is going to be tough to hit in the air. And both Ian and Michael have found that out. Chopping into double plays. Watch when he keeps the ball down, how that ball sinks.
And now it's Adrian Beltre. Arthur Rhodes up and warming in the Rangers bullpen. And Adrian hits this one high in the air to right field. In the bullpen, another home run for the Rangers. Solo blast by Adrian Beltre, and it's 9-5 Texas. And Beverly Ferris from Oak Point, Texas. You win $1,600 in the Sonic Slam inning.
Well, that one didn't sink until it almost knocked a couple of the Ranger bullpen guys off the bench out there. Double and a home run for Adrian. A couple of RBIs. 6 home runs, 18 RBIs on the season. It's almost the exact same ball he hit to right field that he doubled off the wall on. Yeah, that one didn't sink. Just in case the outfielders didn't see it.
This one is popped up. And there to make the play is Escobar. The side's retired, but the Rangers get another one and another home run. Their 4th of the night. It matches the season high. And here's another look at Adrian Beltre going deep to right field.
Clothes, transportation, job skills, and most importantly, a diploma, all because someone donated a vehicle. Make a difference. Donate today.
The Can Academies of Dallas and Fort Worth. Right off the car, not the kid, at TexansCan.org.
I'm Jeff Jameson, and I have your forecast weeknights on TXA 21 News.
Texas Rangers baseball on TXA 21 is brought to you by Toyota. Visit buyatoyota.com today. Toyota, moving forward. Derek Holland back out there, right at 100 pitches on the night.
If this was the last 2 years, he wouldn't be out there. The bullpen would be in there right now. But I think more so than the last couple of years. Ron Washington, Mike Maddox have pushed their starting pitcher 5-10 extra pitches, trying to get that extra couple of outs, maybe an extra inning. The more you do that, the less you have to use your bullpen. And the more the pitcher that starts goes out there trying to finish what he starts instead of looking for help in the 5th or 6th inning. That's a good development.
An appeal to first. That's a ball. So it's a ball and 2 strikes to the 9th place hitter, Escobar.
You know, after throwing 118 pitches his last start, Arthur Rhodes is up now because Ron's going to monitor the pitch total. But he's not going to make it just a safe outing, get him out of there after 6.
And that ties the season high right there for strikeouts. C.J. Wilson had 9 earlier this week, and now Derek Holland with 9 Ks in the game.
That's 6 out of the last 10 hitters have struck out.
And it brings up Chris Getz, the leadoff man.
Remember, the Royals lead the league in batting average.
There's a bunt right back to Derek, and he
bowled it to first base.
That's a strike.
And they're second in runs, so he's pitching against a good offensive team on a night when the ball is really carrying. Giving up.
Yeah, that's
a bowl shot to first base.
That's going Brooklyn on the Brooklyn side to get your strike.
My favorite line, you know, the most interesting man in the world?
Yes.
My favorite thing that he does, he bowls overhand. Now that's interesting.
That is interesting.
Not too good for the lanes, however.
No, I wouldn't think it'd be good for the rotator cuff either. Melky Cabrera in there.
No, that would be bad on the rotator
yeah.
cuff. Of course, maybe not for the most interesting man in the world.
I think his rotator cuffs are made out of rubber.
I love the fact that he's back out there for the 7th inning, trying to sneak in that extra inning. Finish strong. He's given up 7 hits, 4 of them, and all 5 runs came in 1 inning. And what a great way to end it right here.
This one's cue ball to Ian, and he got him.
Beautiful.
Great play by Ian. An 8-pitch inning to end it. And the Rangers have a 9-5 lead.
Toughness, talent, and tenacity. That's what makes a champion. That's what the Mavs are teaching the Trailblazers. Mavs Blazers. Game 4, Saturday at 3:30. It's on the home of the Mavs, TXA 21.
4-run Rangers lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, and Mike Napoli steps in there. 4 home runs on the night for the Rangers. That matches a season high. Adcock gets him swinging there.
Well, that ball dive bomb down. He's made a lot of good pitches in 5 batters. One of the few pitches that he threw that didn't sink was the one Beltre hit for a home run.
His 3rd inning of work as he replaced Blake Wood, who replaced Jeff Francis. Both those pitching changes happened in the 5th inning. And now it's 3 balls and a strike to Mike Napoli. There you see the Rangers have hit 4 home runs twice this year. Another one, and They get the record for the season as Napoli draws the walk. And we check in with Julie Dobbs.
Yes, hey, John. I am hanging out here with my friend Jewel. This is Jewel Dennis. She is 93 years old. She's been a Ranger fan her whole life, and this is her first game. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, I do.
So what do you think of all these home runs tonight? It's like a home run derby out here.
That's just the good old boys showing what they can do.
And they're still doing it. They've been doing it as long as you've been watching, huh? All right, well, I brought you a little treat. We brought you some cookies.
Very much. Thank you.
No problem. You enjoy your cookies, and let's enjoy the rest of this game. John, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Julie, very good. Awesome. I hope some of those Brickle cookies y'all got made their way out there.
Yeah, we like to share our sweets with people.
We do. In fact, I saw Shirley yesterday, the cookie lady. There's a strike to David. And she told me that she had heard about a sign that someone put out there that we showed on TV. Hey, bring me some cookies. And she said, all people have to do is come and find where I sit in the ballpark, and I'll give them some cookies.
She's always got them.
She does.
I sat out there in the home run porch. Watch out.
Oh, nice play. Escobar to Getz.
On the home run porch during the playoffs last year. And Shirley's husband, Cal's an usher out there. And he told her that my wife and I were sitting out there, and she sent cookies out to us during one of the playoff games.
Isn't that awesome? She always comes through for us.
Well, David had a base hit right there. It looked like it was slowed down by the mound.
And here comes Yorvit Torrealba. He's now hitting 5 straight. That's a season high for him. He had a double back in the 5th inning. And a couple of ground outs before that. Checking David Murphy back at first base. And again, they throw over to check on David. Rangers 11-7 start to the season. Is their best 18-game start since 1998. That, of course, was a playoff year under Johnny Oates. And Torrealba hits this one toward left field, but right at Alex Gordon. And there are 2 away. And here are today's Toyota on the road American League Baseball scoreboard. You see Detroit beats up on Chicago in another Central Division matchup. 9-3 the final there. In Baltimore, there was rain again, just like there was 2 weeks ago tonight when we got rained out. Toronto and Tampa Bay are tied at 4 in the 10th inning in the American League. And you see the others. Minnesota, it's raining there too. No score in the other 2. There's a strike to Mitch. Reached bases last time up with a walk, but a couple of ground outs before that. And another check of Murphy. And now Mitch Moreland puts some power into this one. Toward the gap in left center field and in the bleachers. Another home run. The most this season by the Rangers. That's number 5 on the night.
And that one was a bomb. Left center field. That wasn't pulled to right field. He shot that one 8 rows back, right near the Royals bullpen. Mitch showing his power the opposite way. 5 guys now have knocked in 2 runs.
Wow, yeah. Young has done it. Napoli's done it. Murphy's done it. Moreland's done it. Beltre's done it. And in addition to all those guys that have 2 RBIs, this guy has 1, Ian Kinsler. For a grand total of 11. And that one is slammed foul. Tough play over there. Rangers with an 11-5 lead now. Trying to improve on their 7-2 home record. At 7-2, they're tied for the best record at home in all of Major League Baseball. And there you see the numbers on Derek Holland.
Yeah, those numbers don't even come close to showing the way he threw the ball today.
Kinsler with a solid single out there into left field.
There have been some ropes hit in this game. Most of them by the Rangers. Ian's hit the ball hard 3 times. Double, single, and a home run.
Elvis is 1 for 3. 1 for 2 with a single and a sacrifice. A walk. And now McClure has a chant with Adcock. Ian Kinsler and Michael Young each with 3 hits and each matching the season high for any Ranger player this year. It's been done 6 times previously. And there's the action out there in the bullpen. Jeremy Jeffress.
Kid's got a good arm. We saw him in spring training.
Yeah.
Tuning it up 95, 96 miles an hour. One of the young players they got from Milwaukee in the Zach Greinke trade.
$11-5 Rangers. 5 home runs on the night. That's a season high. And this one's grounded to Betamit. He goes the easy way to get Ian at second. And the side is retired. But the Rangers get a couple of more on the home run by Mitch Moreland. And here comes Pedro Strop.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Texas Rangers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Texas Rangers.
Here's the Honda flashback moment. Derek Holland gave up 5 in the 4th, but then had a 12-pitch 5th inning, a 17-pitch 6th inning, and he needed only 8 pitches to retire the side in the 7th inning. Derek Holland's night is through, but for great deals, go to shophonda.com.
Derek in the 4th inning gave up 4 hits, a walk, a 3-run homer, and 5 runs total. Then he came back in the 5th inning, and in his last 3 innings gave up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. And that's, I think, a great example of the difference between Derek this year and the past couple years. Didn't get out of hand. Even though he gave up 5 runs, he came back the last 3 innings, and that was the best he pitched in the whole game, the last 3 innings after that tough inning.
And with a 6-run lead, here's another good opportunity to look at Pedro Strop in a perhaps developing role for him as the 8th inning guy.
Yeah, I think that's the case. You know, he was warming up to come in before it was 6 runs. He was warming up when it was 4 runs. And when you look at the potential candidates to pitch in the 8th inning, Strop is probably the best candidate as far as pure stuff goes. He's got a mid-90s fastball, a pretty good splitter, pretty good slider. Now, he hasn't had the experience, and I think Ron has to test him a little bit before he'll have the confidence to put him in that role. But based on pure stuff, he's the one candidate out in the Ranger bullpen that stacks up as the kind of guy you'd like to see out there in the 8th inning. All right, Darren Oliver, Arthur Rhodes both have experience in that role, and you feel comfortable with them pitching there too. But long term, you've got a young kid with a good arm, and the kind of kid I think Ron would like to develop into an 8th inning guy.
Sure.
Probably in closer games, feel more comfortable with Darren or Arthur out there. Darren O'Day's done it before. But long term, it might be a guy like Pedro.
And there's a walk to lead things off to Alex Gordon.
That won't win points.
Nope.
6-run lead, leadoff walk.
Here comes Butler. He's the cleanup man. As this big crowd gets going. Now, do you remember what you, when you eyeballed this crowd, do you remember what you estimated it would be at?
I thought I said 45,000.
You said 46.
46,
and you were
okay.
off by 31.
Wow.
It's 45,769. You missed by 31 people. And how about the walk-up of 8,057 tonight?
Great.
Yeah, good crowd. And they're having fun here with a 11-5 Rangers lead.
Yeah, I hope it's not too windy for the fireworks.
I do too.
Ranger batters have definitely provided some fireworks tonight. So
and they've been able to shoot those off, which is sometimes the sign.
Upheld their end of the bargain.
5 home runs on the night for the Rangers. And the 0-2 from Strop is inside. Butler's got a walk, scored a run after the walk, and a couple of strikeouts tonight. And he hits this one towards center field. On the run is David Murphy, but he won't get there. And it's a single by Butler, his first hit of the night. And it brings up Jeff Francoeur. Jeff's 4th inning double extended his hitting streak to 12 games. And there's Torrealba out there just kind of calming Pedro Strop down.
And Ian's going back to second base with no idea what they just said. You got Beltre, Torrealba, and Strop, and Ian.
Ian looked so interested, though, didn't he?
If you said, Ian, what did they say? He'd probably say, he said, relax and throw strikes.
Yeah. Pretty much know the message. And there's a strike to Francoeur. Tied for the league leadership in RBIs with Adrian Beltre. He pops this one up foul and just out of play, about 5 rows deep. Rangers pitcher Brandon Webb is headed to Arizona tonight. The team has determined that he is ready to go face some hitters in extended spring games.
That's good news.
Yeah, that's very good news.
Get Brandon down there doing that. Tommy Hunter, Scott Feldman eventually. There's some potential reinforcements. More depth.
It's been proven over and over again that you need so much depth. Your heart kind of breaks for Mason Tobin. The prognosis isn't terrible, but he had to go on the 60-day disabled list with that elbow problem. There's Arthur Rhodes back up and warming again.
Yeah, the other guy that we've talked about is Eric Hurley.
Oh, gosh.
Certainly hope he comes around quickly.
Do indeed. Eric with a minor concussion, but a skull fracture from that ball that hit him in the right temple the other night in New Orleans. The 1-2 pitch. from Strop to Francoeur. Low for a ball. Runner at first base is Butler. At second base, it's Gordon. And that one's outside now. So it's 3-2 now to the 5th place hitter.
Throw him a strike, get a ground ball, double play. Then you'll be able to take a nice deep breath, get out of the inning. Ouch.
Walked him. So the bases are loaded. Thanks to 2 walks and a single, and there's nobody out. Although here comes Mike Maddox out to the mound.
Yeah, and you see from Strop why Ron Washington would like to see him as an 8th inning guy, and you also see from him why he's a little bit concerned about trusting him in that role, because you just can't walk 2 out of 3 batters with a 6-run lead late in the game and inspire confidence in your manager. But the good thing is that he's got the stuff to do it, and he's going to keep getting the opportunities. And what you hope eventually is that he gains the confidence and goes out there and gets the job done just like he has at AAA ball. Certainly the talent's there to do it. It's just getting over that hump. And we watched Matt Harrison, we watched Derek Holland for a couple of years. We talked about the kind of prospects they were, the kind of stuff they have, the potential that they have. And it took a while for it to kick in. I guess you could say it took 2 years in the big leagues with the Rangers to start seeing the kind of results that their talent indicated. And Strop's the same kind of guy. The talent's there, and eventually you hope that it comes out.
He was ahead of both Butler and Francoeur, 0-2. And they were able to work a single and a walk out of him to get these bases loaded. So it's Betemeet now. Another guy who extended a hitting streak earlier to 13 games with a single in the 4th. Outside part of the plate for a strike. This one's in the air to right field. Curling and over to make the play is Mitch Moreland. Tagging and coming home to score is Alex Gordon.
Good play by Mitch. Great throw in. Keep the man at first base. Keep the double play in order. Betemeet gets a sacrifice fly, but in a 6-run game, you'll take the out. And it's not going to be another hitter, it doesn't look like. The left-hand hitter coming up.
And Arthur Rhodes coming in, it appears. His warm-up tosses are complete. And so is the night for Pedro Strop. We're back to talk about Arthur and get through the rest of this 8th inning right after this. It's 11-6 now as the Royals push one across here. Top of the 8th inning. And now Arthur Rhodes comes in. His 6th game of the year.
He gave the young guy, Strop, a chance. And now with the game getting a little closer, wanting to have the best chance to close it out, go to the veteran.
And that's what Ron Washington has done. Got his eldest player out there, his most senior and most veteran guy in Arthur Rhodes, the Waco native. And his first challenge of the night. Kila Keahua. Checks the runner at first, wants to keep him there. That is Francoeur, who walked. Now the pitch to Hue. There's a strike. There goes the runner. There's the throw down to second. Safe at second base is Jeff Francoeur.
Yeah, that's one. You better be safe on that one. Down by 5 runs. It does eliminate the double play. There's still an inning to play after this, so it gets you into scoring position. But boy, you can't be thrown out in that situation. But he wasn't. He stole it.
So they're at second and third with 1 out. That one's a little outside. Keela's got a double in 3 trips to the plate. And that'll make it 3-1. Brian Pena on deck. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. To run things full at Kaiahue.
High heat.
They've all been up there. Check of the runner at third. And the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed.
They got him chase a high fastball, probably a little bit out of the strike zone. Kaiahue a little bit over anxious right there. Another high one. This one I think is up and out of the strike zone. Let's see. Yep.
Yeah.
A couple of them were just about touching the top of the strike zone, but that one was well out of it.
But he couldn't lay off, and he's down on strikes. And it's the 10th of the game for Rangers pitchers. 9 of those turned in by Derek Holland. 2 out in the inning for Pena. Runners still at second and third. There's a strike. Pena had the 3-run homer in the 4th inning. That tied it up at 5, but since then it's been all Rangers who lead it 11-6. Inside for a ball to make it 2-1. Arthur Rhodes, of course, took the loss on Sunday in New York. Eric Chavez with that tie-breaking RBI single in the 8th in the finale of the road trip. There's a strike. And everybody's into it. Strike 3 called. Arthur Rhodes is out of the inning. And the Rangers still lead it by 5. There it is. Strike 3 called. And a fist pump from Arthur Rhodes. Tonight's TXA 21 North Texas Honda dealer of the game is Bankston Honda. Visit us in Louisville or log on to bankstonhonda.com. Michael Young coming to the plate at the bottom of the 8th inning for the Rangers. Michael with 3 hits and 4 trips to the plate on this night. A single, a triple, and a single in the 1st, 3rd, and 4th innings. And he'll face Jeremy Jeffress, the new pitcher.
I saw this kid in spring training. He's got a great arm. Mid-90s fastball. Got to learn how to command it, but he can get it up there.
Starts Michael off with a strike. The 23-year-old, as we mentioned, one of the 4 players acquired in that Zach Greinke trade. Swing and a miss from Michael there. That, of course, means he was one of the best prospects in the Milwaukee organization. In fact, pitched at 4 different levels before actually making it to the big leagues late last season in the Brewers organization. Strike 3 called to Michael Young.
He's a tough guy to face. Kid with great stuff. First time you see him like that. Mid-90s fastball. He dropped that curveball in for strike 3. Michael knew it.
He did.
Just couldn't pull the trigger on it. Haven't seen it very much, if at all. Not sure if he saw him in spring training.
And now it's Adrian Beltre. Solo homer his last time up. That was back in the 6th inning. Darren Oliver out there working in the Rangers pen now. Fouled off by Beltre. Rangers have a chance to go to 3-0 at home against left-handed starting pitchers. Lester and Bedard before Jeff Francis tonight. And this one's hit hard into center field on a route from Adrian Beltre.
He had a great swing at a 97-mile-an-hour fastball up around his eyes. That one was 99 miles an hour, and he ripped it back harder than it came in. 3 ropes for him, a double and a home run, and now a rope up the middle. Boom. You can't hit the ball harder than he has hit it, and Ian has hit it tonight. All 6 of their hits have been right on the good part of the bat.
Each of them with a single, a double, and a home run on the night. And here's Nelly. Three Rangers batters with 3 hits tonight. Ian and Adrian. Michael Young's the other. $15 hits on the night for your Texas Rangers. Inside to Nelson Cruz. Takes a strike on the 3-0 pitch. So the 3 hits from Ian, Adrian, and Michael, those 3 hitters have totaled more hits than Kansas City has tonight. Royals with 8 hits. And there's another strike to Nelly to run things full. It's 3-2. Chop foul. Rangers are 37-21 in the period between 04 and 2011 against the Royals That .688 winning percentage is the highest they have against any team. And the runner goes, throw down, strike him out, throw him out. That's a double play, and the side is retired. 2-6 on the put out. And here comes the 9.
Nolan Ryan here. A good team takes reliability, hard work, and great performance. That's what I expect from my team and my American Standard home comfort system. Save big on your utility bills. Choose American Standard heating and air conditioning.
Here's the TXU Energy play of the game. Derek Holland's final pitch of the night. Ian Kinsler had to hurry, had to bare hand, and he got him to end the 7th inning and end the night for Derek Holland. A very good night for Derek Holland, in spite of one bad inning, and a good night so far for Ian Kinsler, too, at the plate and in the field. And the Rangers lead at 11-6. To find a plan that's right for you, call TXU Energy. The right things right now. Here's Darren Oliver. 8th appearance of the year for Ollie. An opponent still only hitting .154 against him. Looped over there to Elvis. There's a quick out.
Well, you can see why Ron Washington, John, likes to go to the veterans. Arthur Rhodes came in and cleaned up that jam. 2 strikeouts. Darren comes right out, throws a pitch, and gets an out. You can understand why major league managers like reliable guys out in their bullpen. Guys that have done it before and guys they have confidence in.
High in the air to left field. Nelly back to make the play, and there are 2 away. There's Derek Holland. Stands to improve to 3-1 on the year. Standing there with Matt Harrison. With the young guys doing so well at the back of the bullpen. And now Ollie's ahead of Cabrera. No balls and a strike. Nearly 46,000 on their feet here at Rangers Ballpark in Arlington. As Cabrera calls for time and now steps back in. This one is popped foul into that waiting crowd. And Ollie's ahead of him 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Grounded toward Ian. He's on the outfield grass. It takes a bad hop. And Cabrera is on.
Well, there's not much you could do on that ball. Not sure if it hit the lip of the grass or what, but Ian went over, got in front of it, and just had no chance with the hop it took.
Looks like they have called it an error.
That hit the lip.
Yeah.
And there's a pretty big lip there because the grass is long. Not much you can do when the ball hits that lip or any lip for that matter.
Almost hit Ian's lip after hitting that lip. Climbed up and hit him somewhere. And it brings up Alex Gordon. Swing and a miss to make it 1-1. With a 3-hole hitter with the highest average in the American League at 366. Some pretty good 3-hole hitters. Close for a ball. 2-1. Crowd still expectant. And that one's on the outside part of the plate for a strike. So Darren Olivers pitched the Royals to within their last strike of the game. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. And we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and Darren Oliver got him on strikes. The side is retired. Derek Holland gets his 3rd win of the year. And the Texas Rangers have stopped a 2-game streak. They win it 11-6 over the Kansas City Royals. A Royals team that was red hot coming in here, having won last night in walk-off fashion.
A good fastball by Darren. It's the 4th straight time the Rangers have won the first game of a 3-game series. And they're going to try to change the outcome of the last 2 games of a 3-game series tomorrow night.
They win it tonight by a final of 11-6. Derek Holland is 3-1 on the year. And Texas Rangers baseball on TXA 21 is brought to you by Southwest Airlines' new Rapid Rewards. Unlimited reward seats and no blackout dates. By AT&T. And by your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. Rangers win tonight over the Royals. Lots more coming your way as we wrap it up on TXA 21.